In a world powered by machines, built on strength and driven by precision, there is a hidden force that shapes everything we see. From massive industrial structures to powerful machinery, from heavy frames to giant steel systems, nothing exists without fabrication. This is the world of heavy-duty mechanical fabrication, and this is where Iron Steel Works stands strong. This is not just a workshop. This is a place where raw steel becomes power, where fire meets skill, and where human effort transforms cold metal into living machines. Every sound you hear, every spark you see, and every drop of sweat tells a story of strength, discipline, and dedication. As the gates open, the workshop comes alive. The air fills with the sound of grinding machines, cutting tools, and welding arcs. The smell of hot metal spreads and the heat of hard work begins. This is not an office job. This is real work. This is heavy work. This is iron steel. Massive steel plates lie on the ground. Thick pipes are stacked in rows, and heavy beams wait to be lifted. To the outside world, it looks like chaos, but inside this workshop, everything has order. Every piece has a purpose. Every project has a plan. The process begins with raw material. Heavy steel sheets, solid bars, thick channels, and giant pipes arrive on trucks. Cold, hard, and unshaped to some, it is just metal, but to skilled fabricators, it is potential. It is the beginning of something powerful. Each piece is inspected carefully. Thickness is checked. Quality is tested. Because in heavy-duty mechanical fabrication, there is no room for weakness. Every structure must carry weight. Every joint must hold pressure. Every weld must last. The cutting stage is where transformation truly begins. High-powered machines cut through thick steel with precision. Plasma cutters, gas torches, and heavy saws slice through metal like it is paper. Sparks explode in the air, and the steel glows red with heat. Every cut is measured, every line is marked. One wrong cut can destroy hours of work. So focus is everything. Once the pieces are cut, they are not ready yet. The edges are rough, sharp, and dangerous. Grinding begins. Sparks fly as grinding wheels smooth every surface. Sharp edges are removed. Weld areas are cleaned, because a clean surface is the foundation of a strong weld. Then comes alignment. One of the most critical parts of fabrication. Big structures need perfect balance. Heavy frames need exact angles. Using levels, squares, measuring tapes, and experience, every piece is aligned with precision. A few millimeters off can cause big problems later, so the team checks again and again. Clamps hold the steel in place. Temporary tacks secure the joints. Everything is prepared for welding. This is the moment where separate pieces become one. Welding is not just joining metal. It is an art. It is skill. It is control. At Iron Steel Works, welding is done by experienced hands. The arc lights up, the metal melts, the weld pool forms. Slowly, carefully, the joint is built. Strong, clean, and deep, the sound of welding fills the workshop. Bright light flashes, sparks rain down, the heat is intense, but the welders remain focused because this weld will carry weight. This weld will face pressure. This weld will be tested. Different projects require different welding techniques. Arc welding, MIG welding, TAG welding, gas welding. Each has its place. Each has its strength. The choice depends on the job. Heavy frames, pressure tanks, industrial supports, machine parts, every project is unique. As the welding continues, structures start to take shape. What was once separate pieces now becomes a frame. A base, a support, a machine body. Slowly, the design becomes reality. Heavy-duty mechanical fabrication is not fast. It is not easy. It demands patience, strength, and experience. Steel does not forgive mistakes. It tests your skill, it challenges your control, and only those who respect it can master it. Lifting is another major part of this work. Cranes, chain blocks, and forklifts are used to move massive parts. One wrong move can cause damage or injury, so every lift is planned, every movement is controlled, teamwork is essential, signals are clear, eyes are alert, as parts are assembled, bolts are tightened, joints are checked, and measurements are re-verified. Because in heavy fabrication, safety is everything. Strength is nothing without safety. Grinding continues after welding. Welds are cleaned. Excess metal is removed. Surfaces are smoothed. The structure begins to look clean and professional. Sharp edges disappear. The steel looks strong and ready. Drilling is done where needed. Holes are made for bolts, fittings, and connections. Each hole is measured. Each position is exact because alignment matters. Sometimes bending is required. Heavy plates are bent using powerful machines. Thick pipes are shaped. Steel is forced into curves and angles. The machines roar as they push the metal into form. The steel resists, but the machines are stronger. This is where engineering meets force, design meets power, plan meets execution. As the project grows, you can feel the energy. You can see the progress. The frame stands tall. The structure becomes clear. The machine body takes shape, and the team knows this is something big. Paint is the final touch. Before that, surfaces are cleaned again, dust is removed, oil is wiped away, because paint needs a clean surface to stick. Then primer is applied, protective coating is added, and finally the color. The steel now not only looks strong, it looks beautiful. The project is almost complete. Final checks are done. Measurements are verified. Welds are inspected. Bolts are tightened. Moving parts are tested. Nothing is left to chance, because when this machine leaves the workshop, it will face real work, heavy loads, high pressure, continuous operation, and it must not fail. This is the standard at Iron Steel Works. No shortcuts, no compromise, only quality. The workers here are not just laborers. They are craftsmen. They understand metal. They respect it. They know its behavior. They feel its strength. Years of experience guide their hands. Their clothes are marked with sparks. Their hands show signs of hard work. Their faces reflect focus. This is not glamour. This is real industry. This is real power. Every project tells a story of planning, a story of effort, a story of teamwork, a story of skill, and at the end, a story of success. Heavy-duty mechanical fabrication is the backbone of industry. Without it, factories stop, construction halts, machines stand still. It is the unseen force that moves the world. At Iron Steel Works, we are proud to be part of that force. From small parts to massive structures, from simple frames to complex machines, we handle it all. With precision, with power, with pride, this is not just a business. This is a craft. This is a responsibility, because people trust our work. Industries depend on our strength, and safety relies on our quality. Every weld we make, every cut we take, every structure we build, it carries our name, it carries our reputation, and we protect that with everything we have. In this workshop, iron is not just iron, steel is not just steel. It is potential, it is power, it is future, and every day we turn that future into reality. This is heavy-duty mechanical fabrication. This is strength in motion. This is precision in action. This is Iron Steel Works. Where metal meets mastery, where strength is built and where power is created,